Hi there. Yeah, I've gone for this sort of look. I don't know if it works. I don't think it does. But I don't care, because I'm from the 18th century now. Excuse me, not well at all. Won't you join me as I pick and pack some orders? I mean, you don't have to. But I'm changing things up today. Heavily backlit, as always.
Who you gonna call? Ants Attic. Yeah.
I'm doing a Whatnot stream tonight. I'm going to get everything £1 starts, and I'm just having a big clear out. But before I do that, I need to get rid of things that I've actually sold over the Christmas period, which hasn't been that great, to be honest. But I did close my Vinted and eBay. So let's crack on, show you what I've sold. There we go. Starting with this one. Check out this Pink Floyd shirt. It's been knocking about. Why am I showing it to you backlit? That's just stupid. Amateur hour at Ants Attic. Let's go there. I think that's alright, it's better. But this Pink Floyd shirt I picked up for £5. It is missing, I want to say, one button. But I've had it listed for like 50, 60 quid for over a year now, it's got to be. It's a bowling shirt. Picked it up for £5 in a charity shop. That's been sold for £12.50. I mean, I've better than doubled my money, but I've been sat on this for a long time, and I think it is worth way more than £12.50, even with the missing button. But it's that time of year, isn't it? Better to shift it than sit on it and hope for, another 10, 20 quid? Just get it gone. Actually, how was your Christmas and New Year? Because mine, a little bit dodge. I got sick around the 27th, 28th, 29th. Danny has been sick for a couple of days. The baby has been sick for a couple of days as well. Laura, completely untouched. 5 years old, she's got the immune system of a god. It's very frustrating. Backztitchebay, that's over here. I love my SKU system, it really works. This is a pair of size 14 Levi jeans. Lovely condition on them. Cost me, I think I'm going to say, probably 80 pence to £1. One of those bulk buys. Sold for £12.90. That's an incredible margin. Imagine buying things for £1 and selling every single thing for 10. Oh, you wouldn't stop. You wouldn't. As we go into the new year, I'm thinking about shifting the way I do things. I've had a trial with Listing Monster, and I listed about 60 things during this 2-week trial. Straight onto eBay, then cross-posted onto Vinted. Of those 60 things, maybe 2 sold. 2, maybe 3. And I think it's not because of the Listing Monster. I think that's a great tool. I think the method of putting it first onto eBay and then cross-posting it onto Vinted, it just didn't work for me. I don't know why, but the way I'd been doing it previously was creating the listed on Vinted and then porting it over to eBay if I felt it would sell on eBay. The method I was using there, everything would go onto eBay first, regardless of whether it was high value or a high margin or whatever. And I think I've listed things on eBay that I wouldn't usually list on eBay. But you'd think even still, maybe 10% of that stuff would go. It just hasn't. eBay's really, really been crap for me this year. I barely cracked 12k in sales on eBay over the course of 12 months. £1,000 a month on eBay. It's not good enough. Fortunately, Vinted has been very good, but I'm going to get into Whatnot sales more this year. I love talking to people, and I've got a lot of stock that is stuff I bought for £1, and then, I mean, that's the opening bid. If people want it, great. If they don't, it can stay listed on Vinted, and eventually maybe it'll go there. I need to change things up. I need to move stuff more regularly. I've been sitting on a lot of stuff for too long. Bag 76, it's neighbour actually. A pair of Land's End men's chinos. This was part of the package I picked up of 100 Land's End items for £100. So that cost me £1 all in, and that has sold for £9.80. So again, it's £1 into 10. Yoy. Sorry, I don't know what that noise. Yoy. Don't know what that was. Gonna have to squeeze past you for this one. Do you know what? Come with me, because I think the next thing I gotta get it's somewhere around here. It's these. Remember these from the government surplus auction? Again, I think I've listed these for about £10 each. They had a cost basis of just under £5 each, so doubling my money on these. But I don't think I'll get any more of these when they do eventually sell out. Even though they've been selling well, I just think the margin's a little bit thin. Well, having said that, these two sold for 18 and they cost me like 10, so like £8. Give a little bit of a discount. I just like if they were £1 going into 10, yeah, you know I love that. But £5 into 10, come on, we're better than that, are we? I think so. Whoa. That's not a flattering angle for me. Let's come back. This was a return. It's the revision goggles. So revision. Oh, get up here. What are you looking at me like? Went down there for? So they were sent like this. These goggles, very well packed. And they got there, and they have shown me like it's falling apart and stuff like that. So let's pop it open and see. Actually, is it that bad? Did I miss quality control some way somehow? Or have they just scammed me and not fully returned everything that they should? That's weird, because even if they want to take things, they'd take all of the bits. Yeah, they've fully returned everything. So I guess maybe I did send them a set of goggles that were falling apart. Goggles, pair number 1. Let's have a look. Because it was very protected when it was sent. Oh yeah, they didn't send them like that. Fuck off. Look at that. Yeah, they weren't sent like that. Come on. In fact, I think I've got the video where Jesus Christ. And then they said that was peeling away as well. God knows how that's happened. But obviously, they're for the bin. To be honest though, the lenses are still fantastic. Crystal clear when you look through this. Yeah, but that's come back as a return, and obviously that's not sellable. I did suspect that they were being a bit, scammy. That's why I asked for the return rather than just the refund. But now that that's come back and I've seen it for myself, I don't know. Why would they? It's very, very battered. It was well packed to go out in the first place. But anyway, I digress. Let's use the packaging that these came with, send the ear defenders in them, and worry about that return later on. Getting scammed on returns is a genuine sort of concern, I think, on both sides of online selling, them buying and selling even. Buyers are always on edge that they're going to get scammed and receive some sort of dodgy product, and sellers are worried that they're going to get scammed on buyers returning things or trying to say that things weren't delivered in the condition that they expected and stuff like that. It's just a bit of a minefield, isn't it? A bit of a battle between buyers and sellers, and it shouldn't be. It's a trust-based operation where neither side trust each other. Women's large. So this Sports Direct bulk order I put in ages ago has also been doing well for me. But again, I don't think it's something that I will do moving forward. Have the long sleeve top? Yeah, sure, why not? Just because, I think the skin stuff cost me £6 each, and I knew it would drip out over time. It wasn't going to go quickly, especially at the prices I was asking for. But again, it's barely doubling. It's not even doubling money. So it cost me £6, the skin stuff. I've been accepting offers on Vinted of about £10-12. Just to get it gone, just to move things along. So whilst it's profitable, it's not profitable at the scale that I want to do business. The margins aren't enough. But I think if you're in the early days of being a reseller, doubling your money is fine, because you can then invest it. But look around. This is literally thousands and thousands of pounds worth of stock, and it's taken me a long time to accumulate. But I'm sat on it. It's good to drip out £1,000 a week, a couple £100 a day, whatever. But I want to scale up. Ideally, this is the top floor of my home. This is my house. The whole top floor is dedicated to business. I'd love to be able to make enough profit that I take this stuff into maybe a big storage unit or whatever, and then we get this back as more of a thing that's not a warehouse. We'll see. That's the scale up. But we need to be able to make pounds into £10. Doubling your money isn't enough unless you're doing ridiculous amounts of sales. Doubling your money is not enough to make it a full-time business. That's why I do the other stuff as well: security, social media pages, and acting. You may think, what, acting? Well, is that a nice little side hustle, is it? It actually makes more as a business than any of this does. I know, right? This little Disney Mickey Mouse thing I picked up for a couple of quid at a car boot sale. That's it, Disney shop, Disney store, I guess. A couple of quid. That has sold for £6.65. So triple the money. More than triple. Right, how's my math? Yeah, 2 plus a bit. Excuse me. Hello?
Sorry, do you mind just coming down?
Yeah, I'm on my way. Bye. The wife, excuse me. And we are back. That's the great thing about working from home, is halfway through the working day, you can go run errands. You just shoot downstairs, put a dishwasher on, feed the children, make your wife a coffee. She's still on maternity leave. I'm a good husband. Gotta do what you gotta do, haven't you? Right. Where are we up to? This Oscar bear. I don't know why I picked this up, but I do actually feel it now. It's so soft. But there's no other features about it. It's not a brand. It's not nothing. It's just a soft bear. I must have got it cheap. That's the only reason I could think of picking it up. But it's finally sold on Vinted for a massive £1.30. What's the point? In you go, Oscar bear. Bye-bye. Off to your new home, which you have no idea where it is. This is one of those postage labels that generates in the shop. What else we got? Can't be much left now. It's bag 24. It's another pair of Levi's. Size 16, sold for £10.30. You know they cost me less than that. It's one of those styles. Don't know if you know your Levi's. It's one of them styles. I am aware of Levi's when I'm out and about. Obviously, I'm not a lady. I have bought... I don't know if other resellers do this, or other resellers of clothes do this. But do you get a big bundle of stuff, and then you see a little gem, something that you know would look good on you, and you just then keep it for yourself? Does anyone else do that? Or are you pure, no, this is for the business. If I want something, I will go and buy and blah, 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 blah. So I'm always getting stuff out of my own, business pallets, business bales, call them what you will. Skins, compression tights, navy blue, medium. Skins, compression, navy, medium. Skins, compression, navy, medium. That's it. That's you. It's worth a double check. What's that one called? Teal. Again, another set of skins that cost me £6. The retail, or the RRP, is £69. I sold them for 12 there. But there's no point rehashing any of that. We've spoken about skins already, or rather, my skins. Sold, obviously, over the past couple of days, sold 2 skins. I think on a good day, I've sold 4 skins. It is a popular brand with runners and that, so selling 4 skins to runners in a day, it's good. It's good stuff. Selling 4 skins on the internet in a tight... I'm trying to be funny. Don't know if it works. Don't know if it lands. I think your average reseller is the lad. Wee, you're a lad, wee. Funny foreskin joke. Ha. Yeesh. Alright, so I've sold a set. In fact, I've sold goggles number 1. Now these obviously went on eBay, and I didn't delist them from Vinted because they've now sold on Vinted. I obviously can't send them in this condition. Fortunately, I've still got, I think, a dozen pairs of these goggles. Where'd I put them? Down there. So instead of goggles 1, which got battered in transit, and we will try and get compensation from the courier for, we're going to send them goggles 13. Whoops! Now we just need to make sure that everything in the picture is included in this. So that's... And what we'll also do, for you and for my own personal records, is show the condition that these goggles go out in the first place, which is immaculate, perfect. It's crazy the difference like a good quality polarized lens makes to what you can see. Phenomenal. Should wear these all the time, really. Take your eyes. But yeah, anyway, look, intact, not falling apart. Beautiful. Got none of these bits coming away. No. Perfection, absolute perfection. So they can have goggles 13. See if I've got a little box to send it in. And what came back with goggles 1, I will also sell in the form of like spare lenses, anti-fogging kit, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, let's get them in there. 2 spare lenses, a thingy cloth, and I think goggles 1 had the lens sleeve thing as well. So yeah, with this one, I can sell the strap separate. Can you? Nah, not really. It's integrated into the goggle itself, which is a shame. But you can sell the lenses separate. You can sell the sleeve and the case. I don't know if there's much market for these sort of afters, but for a couple of quid, get them out there. Oh, and obviously you can pop out the lenses in the goggles themselves as well. Usually just pulls down from the nose. There we go. And that's a bit that can go out as well. I look like a cyborg. Unfortunately, this bit is the knackered bit. Can't do much with that other than throw it in the bin. So sad. I want to send it in that bigger box. It's like overkill for what it is. I haven't really got any other boxes, I don't think. Oh well. Okay, there we go. Tactical substitution. That does mean that I now have to remember to delist Goggles 13 so I don't sell those and have to do a tactical substitution with them, thus repeating the never-ending cycle. Well, not never-ending, there's only like 10 left. What else? What's the last thing we've sold on Vinted? Oh yeah, this is a good one. That's on the rail. This is a fun one. Ages ago, and I'm talking, this is the summer holidays, bought a load of Coach jackets. What's a Coach jacket? I don't even know. They're these American style, cotton on the inside, sort of polyester nylon on the outside. And they're everywhere. I think they're sort of waterproof light jackets for sort of warm but wet climates. That makes sense. You see them a lot in America. You'll see when I bring one over for you to show. There we go. So this is a Coach jacket. This one in particular sold for £10. Cost me 50p. I bought I think 50 of them for 40 quid or something like that. No, that doesn't work. I'll look. They were cheap anyway. Say no more than £1 each. But this one got President's Choice sort of embroidered into it. So I ended up throwing a lot of the Coach jackets away because they'd just been, well, you can imagine the environment that they've been used in. They perish pretty quickly, these materials. Anyway, sold for £10 on Vinted. I've still got a few left and they might go into tonight's Whatnot sale just to shift them along. The idea of tonight's Whatnot sale in particular is to get a lot of the stock that's cost me maybe £1 or £2 per item and just move it on, sell it on, get it gone, make some space, get some cash in to start the new year, because I'm sure that the wholesalers will also see a drop in their sales, so they'll drop their prices to encourage people like me to buy more. So I need to have cash on hand to be able to take advantage of any drops in price. Right, that's Vinted done. I don't even think eBay's worth having a look. We'll have a little look to see what eBay's sort of done for me as well. But I think that might wrap this video up. Two paid. Yeah, Goggles 2 was sold as well. So that's alright. They sell for £25 on eBay, a little bit more expensive than what I sell them for on Vinted because I got to pay eBay fees. But I'm not going to go into revision goggles again. There's no need. Right, thanks very much for watching. I hope to see you on the Whatnot stream. It's the 1st of January. Let's all smash 2026 and double, if not triple, what we made last year. And let's hit the ground running and get it done. Thanks for watching. Bye.